chaos. So it's less
I'm in a lot of pain.
Monday.
My daily life is
Pretty weak.
miserable.
Good days and bad days.
Well, on to nothing.
I don't do anything if I
It's
get
not
nothing at all.
nothing really. I haven't been able to get out and do anything that I really
It's
want
just
to do.
because I'm
Take some
a
medication.
very limited
My sleeping.
job.
Well, I can't do the big
Something,
things.
you know,
Kind of
also
stress here
standard
from
pain.
my room. I kind of just stay there.
Change how
A little
A
miserable.
lot of inactivity, a lot of resting, a lot of
Normal
struggle.
routine
I don't
is
even
to
know
do
where I
what
was.
it is, just be able to function.
Don't do a whole lot. I'm having pain.
So it's
It
less
was pretty much just a fall.
pain sometimes.
Basically,
I can't live through
Some days, you know, I have a little head flare, so it's hard to walk.
It's the pain's always there. It never goes away. I mean, it's
But then when I'm in a lot of pain, I can't function. So I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm always in pain. I don't know how to. You know, the best thing is, I guess, not.
One person's diabetes is not the same as somebody else's diabetes. They're not on the same doses of insulin. They don't have the same dietary restrictions. Not everybody who has diabetes gets heart disease. Not everybody who has diabetes gets kidney disease, gets peripheral neuropathy, gets eye disease, right? In fact, I would tell you that people who don't take care of themselves and manage their diabetes well end up with all of those other problems. Well, I want you to look at chronic pain as a chronic disease just like diabetes. No one wants it, but hey, you got it. It happened to you. And if you don't take care of it, you're going to end up with all these other problems. So we're talking about acute and chronic pain. Acute pain is pain that's associated with acute injury. Chronic pain, which all of you have, is pain that lasts longer than it should. Pain that should not be there.
Pretty heavy pain medication right now. I take Norco and Oxycontin and Norco for breakthrough pain. And of course, you know, if I do something to inflame, you know, the problem that I have, I just increase the Norco.
I would just try to go to sleep because I would get really nauseated and throw up, and I had a lot of constipation and irritable bowel problem.
I've pretty much don't have any friends left. I've hide in my house pretty much.
It's not uncommon that we get referrals for the program all the time, and one of the biggest reasons we get referrals is because we're very good at helping people come off of their medicines. You know, you kind of get the culture here is really about health and wellness and trying to get off of medicines. Get healthy. So then your tissues start melting because you won't move anymore. You get really deconditioned. And so you're gaining weight, you're not sleeping. You don't understand that the fact that you're taking all these pain medicines are completely changing your personality. And your family doesn't know who you are anymore. And you start to withdraw from all the stuff that you used to do. You might have used to have been active, you might have had all these friends, you used to like to go out on Friday and Saturday, and lots of ladies say, I used to dance, I don't dance anymore. Very common.
Don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, you would say, because everything is just so difficult nowadays.
240 milligrams of Oxycontin a day. That's 6 40-milligram pills, along with a minimum of 8 Norcos a day.
Lost kind of so much hope that it was just easier to medicate myself and that's it. Not really worry about anything else. Not worry about my family, my health.
The common thought in the chronic pain population in this country is that there is some cocktail of pills that will somehow manage this. So, if I gave a diabetic insulin only, would their diabetes be managed?
No.
They could eat whatever they wanted, they wouldn't exercise, but we just gave them their insulin. Well, why would that approach work for chronic pain? And yet, people come to me, seeing me for the first time, having been injured for more than a year, a couple years, sometimes 5 years, or 10 years. They come to me with a bag of meds, many of them narcotics, many of them all kinds of other things for their mood, for their sleep, for their constipation, for their muscle spasm, for their depression, like I say, anxiety, right? And I'm seeing them, and they still think, something's wrong here, something needs to be done. It's broken, I feel it. It feels like it's clicking or it's popping. If you could just fix this, I'd be fine. And I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, long way to go. A lot of processing that has to be done. Because usually pain that is chronic is associated with some type of neurologic injury, some type of nerve damage. And it was really Dr. BAPWC, in trying to write his book and get our thought processes out to the larger world, that the power to recover and control chronic pain resides between your ears. It really is a mental process. And if we take away the most powerful faculty that you have by making it not work, you're hosed. You're completely dependent. You're dependent upon a pill. I'm not anti-medication, I'm just pro-health. And, you know, healthy is being able to use your noodle. If you cannot use your noodle, you cannot manage what's on your plate.
I have been in a wheelchair for a long time, and by following, you know, directions and one thing and another from the physical therapists here and everything, I've gained a lot of strength. I have a lot more energy. I'm able to deal with pain a lot better and in a lot more different ways. And the program's been a great experience for me. I'm very satisfied.
I've had some med changes, which have been good, and I feel more alert and able to think clearer.
Okay.
So that has helped a lot. Well, definitely the knowledge and being more aware of that there are other things instead of spiraling down to like, oh, there's nothing, whereas before I didn't have that or wasn't aware that, you know, those can be very helpful to do.
Overall, it's actually been very positive recently. It was very negative before I came into the program, and you know, I was a totally different person. My wife's noticed a difference from day one. Just my whole outlook in life has changed, so it just moods completely changed. Not as depressed or angry as I used to be. Of course, there's the dealing with the pain, realizing that I'm not alone. That, you know, that I'm not to blame for the pain, for the injury. That yeah, it happened, but now we can move on.